Heck, man. American Pickers ain't got nothing on me, man. Good morning, all you junkers, resellers, thrifties, dumpster divers. Mosquito hates that. Haven't been on here for a while, man, doing the mountain junkers.
There you go. That's what everybody's been waiting for.
So, man, we're going to start trying to get stuff back on this channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Just trying to build this one up. You can also go check out the Idaho Hillbilly. That's our main channel. And we are kind of trying to break off with the this one to do just strictly resell, treasure hunting, you know, just junking, man. We call it junking. And I've said it before, but, you know, we call it all, I call it junk, but it's all, you know, what did I just say? Junk, trash, and salvage or scrap. You know, that's our, you know, our thing. And, you know, we try to find a purpose for everything, man. We're really big. This whole cabin, this actually, every building on our place is 100% recycled. Everything
Reclaimed,
that we, yeah, reclaimed, reused. Most of the stuff we wear, use, and tools and clothes and other than my underwear and socks, man.
Yeah.
And if I find a nice pair of wool socks that look good, I'll
buy them.
Too. But anyway, man, so we got, want to talk a little bit about, you know, going out when you're treasure hunting and stuff that, not every day is gold strike, man.
No,
you don't strike gold
right.
every day, man. I've been in this business, my whole life since I was, 15 years old is when I started doing, flea markets, and you know, I did yard sales and stuff like that. You know, had yard sales even before that, and have been dumpster diving since, you know, since I could break away from my mama's house. So we used to go get in the Smith's Food King thing and go through there, the hugest dumpster ever. But anyway, I don't even know what got me off on the thing, but that's really a little bit of my history of, you know, with the junkins. And every time we go out, you always score something, you know. I mean, it may not be, you know, maybe some small thing, and it adds up, you know,
right.
Day to day. If you're out junking, whether, you know, we treasure hunt, you know, old cabins, old barns, abandoned buildings. We thrift store, we yard sell, we flea market, we go to antique stores. We find stuff in the middle of the road, on the side of, man, you wouldn't believe the stuff that we pick up on the side of the road. I just got a brand new pair of fencing pliers the other day with the tag still on them in the middle of the road.
Blanket that's hanging over your
Yeah, this was in the middle of the road. Pick this,
road.
Pick this up in the middle of the road. I think I got that on video on the other channel. Anyway, so we're gonna show, this is actually the day before yesterday. Yeah, we went out, and I think there's 3 things I can see right here that we got that day. And then I'm big into books, man. And there's I won't say his name on here and stuff, but he got on here and built a channel, and, you know, after a year or whatever, thought he was like the guru of resale and told everybody that books don't sell. Dude. So that's always, if you'll hear me refer to that, is because it's just a little jab, because the dude is full of crap, man, because books
sell. You
know, and we're huge, obviously. This is nothing either, man. I have a trailer, camp trailer, full, milk crate, I mean full of books that are our own personal. We're huge book people, and it is our bread and butter. It pays the payments on my place. It, you know, it's just our books sell, man. You just got to find your line of,
we're not
you know,
talking
what
Harlequin romance
Yeah,
novels.
Exactly. You know,
we're talking about good education.
But some novels, there's some good. Man, we've done good on some novels and stuff like that. You know, we're really into a lot. Well, I'll show an example right here. But really into, you know, we collect books on the Pacific Northwest, Idaho, Native Americans, you know, and stuff like that. And so I'm always picking those up, and then if I don't have them, then I'll sell them. And they're, you know, we do all right. They're not, you know, they don't fly off the shelves. And really none of the books, occasionally you'll get one that's, you know, man, you put on and boom, it sells just instantly. But that is not a all-time thing. Something that I sell a lot of, and right now I actually just picked up a few boxes of that I haven't gone through, and I haven't even literally picked them up yet, but his old Chiltons and, you know, manuals, shop manuals and stuff like that. And if you are looking for a certain shop manual, you know, if you're shopping and you need one, a Chilton or a Haynes, and then this one, this old Chevy Love one's an oldie. And I'll show you this diagram one too, but I ended up just scoring 4 or 5 boxes of Chilton. So if you're needing a Chilton, message me down below, and you know, I can sell it to you off of here. So, you want me to show that one? Yeah, this one, man, I'd never seen this. Look at this, man. This is for S10 models, so a little pickup, a little Chevy pickup, 1990s. Look at the size of that thing, man. It's the whole electrical diagnosis and wiring diagrams. I'd never had that one before, so that was pretty cool. So, all right, so let's show some of this other hoorah. This thing I just thought was so cool. I'll actually get up. This is a, I should have my stuff, King Black Label Blended Whiskey, 96 proof, and it's like a little recipe book with handwriting in it, and it's from 1945. And man, somebody's written in the, I just love that thing. Miss Kitty loves she collects old recipes handwritten.
Just going to show this one real quick. Nice
enamel
ware colander.
Yep, very cool.
Love this.
Very cool. This thing is pretty, I'll hold it up so you can read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. This thing is pretty. I guess you can't.
Yeah,
Guess if you paused.
New Zealand? Is that what
I think it was.
Australia?
Is it? I'll show it to you. What's it say at the bottom right there? It says.
Designed in Australia.
Designed in Australia. It's just an old tapestry.
Yeah. With the story, song
Yep, with the story. Pretty dang cool.
Really cool.
And it's got the music notes, so it must be a song.
Yep. I picked up these glasses. Very 80s. Brand name is Bushi. I think it's a knockoff of Gucci.
Gucci.
But I just did a quick search, and it does have a pretty decent value.
That's something, man. And this copperware, this copper with the brass man, this is a nice little picture. It's down right now, and copper and brass stuff goes up, man. You'll just watch it through forever. Right. But Miss Kitty actually collects copper stuff for her own kitchen and stuff. So a lot of that's like I said, a lot of stuff we get it, and it's like, well, if it doesn't sell or it ain't worth nothing, I'm just gonna keep it for myself.
Right.
So
right. I'm going to show this little guy.
Pretty cool.
It has really neat old nails in the side. And it's hand carved wood there, and we really don't know what the.
And then it's got this hook to hang something from.
Yeah.
It's just like a little wall hanger.
Yeah, and it's like an ice climbing hook.
No, it's a mining hook. It's
look at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I guess it is like an ice pick.
So I'm kind of thinking that maybe from Switzerland or something.
Probably. Well, and the bell thing makes it. It's got this little tiny bell on it.
Yeah.
It's just so unique. Had to have it, man. Had to have it. I love the weird and unusual
and how
stuff.
that got to our area is
that's always the because we're up in the middle. You know, if you're new to the channel or new to us or whatever, man, we're up. You know, in the middle of we're in the Central Highlands of Idaho, in the middle of basically nowhere. So, and like I said, all this stuff comes out of barns. All this stuff right here, has came from what five different places probably. You know, that we pick up maybe. Different. Yeah. And this isn't all the stuff we got. Just like I said, man, I got all them Chilton books, and we got a lot. Man, we deal in a lot of books.
Yeah, we got a stack of Idaho books over there.
Yeah, we probably came back that day with not counting just 5 boxes or 4 or 5 boxes of Chiltons, and then probably 30 or 40 other. You know, we're like I said, huge into books. That's why that guy was so full of crap. Just a little metal sign. I actually got it for my daughter, or actually for my wall. I should put that every time she cusses, it's going to cost her 25 cents because I'd be rich.
We had a cuss jar in our home when the kids were growing up, and when his sister would come over,
she'd just throw $5.
She would throw $5.
She'd throw $5. I'm good.
I am good. I'm good for the night.
She got a potty mouth. Whoa.
Why don't we show that?
Okay,
okay, let's do that.
Look at this. This thing, man, is so cool. It's a little messed up on the thing, but this is made in the USA. Hold this here so you can pause it and read it if you want to read all that. I haven't even read it yet, but it's a number 2743, made in the USA. J. Pressman and Company. With the old Chinese checkers, you know, and it's like a heavy pressed wood. And then the checkerboard on the back. You can see there's got some water down. This came out of an old barn. Man, is that cool or what? Man, all wood framed like that. Pretty dang cool. I was pretty excited about that piece. That's one of those ones, if it don't sell, then I told Miss Kitty I'll be kicking your butt.
Kick my butt on Chinese checkers. And this is inside the, it's a modern frame, but inside there is a really neat old picture.
Yeah, look at and this is an actual photograph, enlarged photograph.
With the horse.
You can see it, man. Well, and look at the
Implements.
the horses pulling or mules pulling the old farm equipment, the old boys up here, and then look at the old Model T up there.
That's awesome.
It's a very cool picture.
Very cool stuff. Okay, I was trying to get to this to show this. This is a really neat old wall pocket. I don't know if you can see that it's a half barrel. It's done in great detail work with a belt band on both of these bands here in the shape of a belt. It's really cool. Neat old thing.
Something I was going to say about wall pockets, you know, with the, because we use a lot of wall pockets, you know, 'cause we live in a 1940, well, you can see it. You can see the window stuff. But this is a 1949 aluminum steel-framed Vagabond that we refurbished. That's what we live in, and so it's a small space. And then we have this is actually a snow shelter off the side of it. And wall pockets, you know, when you live in a small area with this tiny home and tiny house thing, man, wall pockets are amazing for holding different, man, we got one in there that holds our remotes and, you know, different things, so we're really like our...
And hanging baskets, we use a lot of
hanging, but yeah,
to store our stuff.
Right.
Yeah, crazy.
Right.
Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to show these. These are like industrial size salad servers, hand carved. Very nice.
Very nice.
Big farmhouse. Family dinner size. Awesome.
She was
Fun
pretty
stuff. I
excited
love that. I want to make a big old salad.
I don't think it's could be U.S. military. Not exactly sure what this little pack's for. So if any of you know, man, you can tell me. It's got the single strap, and it's just got a just says long B or D 18.
So we'll show the buckles. There's our buckle. Oh yeah, you can see it just pulls like that.
The old brass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a shoulder.
Yeah, it's kind of a
or a pack. It could go on a pack
right,
or whatever.
and the way that the straps are at an angle, it goes over your shoulder.
That's what I was thinking. That's how it's designed. That, or it could go over your backpack or whatever.
Right.
I'm not sure. And I know on the, you know, like our U.S. military ones, these old clips, man, it'll say USA and stuff on it, and this doesn't. So I think that this is probably foreign.
Okay, you looky here. Another wall
yeah.
pocket.
We always
this
do.
one's
It's got a little
cool.
chip on it. I didn't
A
notice.
maple wood maybe or something, but there's a nice wood craftery fruit wood cherry made in America. On
It's
the
got
back.
a little. Did you see the chip on the front of it there? It's got a little chip.
It's really cool. It's got a neat stamp on the back, maker marker stamp.
And then this one, this is actually cherry wood with a cherry finish. Man, it's a match holder. You know, we've got one hanging right up behind the camera because you're sitting in front of our wood stove. And then it says cherry in the maker. And it was made in Shelley, Idaho, and that's where my grandparents and stuff are from.
Yeah.
So
I'm going
it's
to show
pretty cool.
this book for all you arachnophobia fans out there. It's a spider identification guide. Oh yeah, look at them spiders. Some spiders are really good. They eat other bugs.
Yeah, we like the wolf spider.
Yeah, we do.
Well, that's pretty cool. This is from the town that's down the road from us. But a little Council, Idaho Rod and Gun Club. We've actually went out there and shot before.
Yep.
Pretty cool patch.
Yep. Got some more neat kitchenware items. See that starburst pattern on the back? That shows
those are in good condition.
Yeah, make a really nice double layer cake for your loved ones. And that's another thing that I would pick up, because if it doesn't have value, it's something that I would actually use.
Use and do yourself.
Yeah.
Did you find a date on this thing?
I didn't even look. Don't know. Do you want me to look?
Oh no, you use it.
I'm going to show this. It looks like some kind of a blacksmith smelting pot of sorts. Would you say that was for smelting or something?
Oh, no.
It's like dovetailed, hammered joints on the bottom there.
And then somebody spray painted it, which kind of bums me out a little bit.
Do you think that's spray paint or just like a zinc coating?
Maybe even I guess it could be.
Yeah, because it's on the inside and outside, and it has, you can see the patina and the wear. It's been there for a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I picked it up because I thought, man, if nothing else, I'll use it for finish nails or something like that.
Do you think it's underneath it solid copper, or what do you think that there's still?
I don't know.
Metal.
Okay. Talk or show something.
Okay, this is a very old My Activity book, and the binding is very worn, but the inside is
something you always carry with you if you're in this business, man, whether recycling or whatever. Is dude, it might be copper. Yep.
Yeah, is it copper? I thought so
I
too.
think it's copper, but always carry a magnet with you, always.
This is like a guide for families or teachers for activities.
This is pretty cool.
For
I couldn't
young
find a date
kids,
on it. But it's
the very
pretty
front
cool.
one says Washington and his horse. Oh, okay. I guess that's.
And it's pretty rough, but it was pretty cool, so I had to have it.
And one of the things that I thought was really cool, it's got some music in it and craft ideas and stuff. But back here, I'm going to do some research. There's these signs. Thrift. See the thrift and earn.
And they're cardboard to actually like to use.
To take out and use.
You know, like cardboard.
And there's a couple of them in here that really were like intriguing to me.
Oh, it's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at here.
A clean up. So it's like
hey, man, that looks like us out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then play.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. A risk, not safe.
This was the main reason,
Yeah. Own your home and better homes.
So
I don't know. So it's a really. Oh, Japan, Mexico, danger, safety.
Garden.
Come and garden.
Yeah, there's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. So we're gonna research and figure out what that is. Like I said, it's rough. The binding's coming apart and stuff, but some of that stuff you just.
Yep.
You know, in a case like that, if the book itself is not.
Just fell out. It's a little triangle nose.
If the book itself's doesn't have a value, those signs, you may frame those signs up and stuff like that and sell sell them individual and end up making a lot more money. I hate to tear stuff like that and old magazines and stuff apart myself, just because because it's complete and all that. But if it's a way to make more money. You can buy. And we used to do it way back when, is buy old Life magazines and stuff from the 30s and 40s, and we had to file, and then we'd find old frames that were around the same era. And then frame up the pictures and sell them out at the flea markets. Man, we'd sell them for $12 to $20. Some more. Especially if it was an old mobile ad or something like that. Some of the old fuel ads and stuff like that sold good. I have to show these old pictures, man. They're pretty cool. Old cars there. This one, man, this almost looks like the Forest Station lean-to up in McCall.
It does. I thought the same thing.
So it might be. Yeah. Got to research these. That right there, is that the plane wreck? Or is that
yeah, that's a plane.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's that one is?
Yep.
Okay. And these old boys.
Yeah, I'm going to get out one of my jeweler's eyes and try and look at those license plates.
Yeah, see, and Miss Kitty has so much family. And then somebody took a picture of probably their first TV or something.
I think it was the cars.
And these are, what were these dated? 56? Yeah, 1956.
There's a date on the side.
Yeah, on the side. It's the real... And look at that plane that crashed, man, sitting there. And there it is. So I don't know. I'd sure like to know the story of all that. But I just found those. I love the old pictures and stuff. And they ain't huge. Well, some of them, man. I know a couple people that make pretty dang good money at it. So.
Yeah.
But, on slides, man, we need to pull those out sometime and just sell the whole bunch.
Yeah.
Because we tried to sell slides.
Yeah,
some people do good.
We sold a couple
we sold a few
individuals, but...
Yeah, we sold a few. And obviously, the older ones, 50s and on back, are always worth, more money.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, man. So that's the stuff that we found in the last couple of days, and we'll try to get more videos on here. So please subscribe so we can get the subscriber count and all that stuff up on here, and like, because if you don't like, old YouTube has the control, and they'll unsubscribe you and all that stuff. And
once we get the channel here rolling, we can put on more videos for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And how do we end this one, Miss Kitty?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
All right, yeah, me too.
I'll just follow your lead.
All right, I don't know what my lead is, but
okay.
So I hope you find some gold or you find color in the bottom of your pan out there, and just get out there and search. It's a wonderful way to make extra money and
What's the one where you keep your nose to
keep
the
your
wind.
keep your nose to the wind and your eye on the skyline. See ya.